Hi, I'm Ginger Rehm.
Hi, I'm Martine Leduc. We're at Boyd Hill Nature Preserve, and this is
All About Water. So today we're going to talk about the water cycle. As you can see here, we have a poster that kind of breaks it down, shows you the different parts of that cycle. We have the solar energy, of course, which plays a big part in evaporation. And then we have other sections here with condensation, precipitation, transpiration, and percolation. So we're going to talk about all those and just kind of do a little demonstration of what each one means. So we're going to start with evaporation. Evaporation shows you where the solar energy from the sun is evaporating that water out of lakes, ponds, streams, even puddles when it rains, and basically is taking it up. We don't see the evaporation actually happening. What you see is the water level going down or decreasing. All right, so to show evaporation, I'm going to pour a little bit of water here on the sidewalk. I'm going to draw a line around it with chalk. And we're going to see what happens to it while it's here in the sun. The time now is 10:34. We're going to come back in about 10 minutes and we're going to see what's happened with evaporation. Here we are, it's 10:44. We're checking our experiment for evaporation. You can see where we hardly have any little water droplets left. The sun has worked its magic. That solar energy has drawn that water out of the ground and it's almost completely disappeared. So talking about transpiration, that's when the leaves give off water. Again, that's helped by the solar energy from the sun, but the leaves actually give off that water. And what we did was we did a little experiment here. We put a Ziploc bag on here 2 days ago, and you can see all the water that has collected here from the leaves. It doesn't harm the leaves, but you can see that the water that it's given off is here. And here we have a bag that we put on the leaf yesterday. So it's again showing us some of the water that's come off of the leaves and come out of the plant. Again, it's something that we don't actually see. The only way that you can see this is by doing this little experiment, putting the Ziploc bag on it. You can see there's some condensation in the bag, again from that solar energy pulling that water out. This is an experiment that you can do at home also. This is something you can do with different size leaves. You can do different types of plants, but you just take a little Ziploc bag and put that on there maybe for a day or two and just kind of see what happens. All right, here we have an experiment with condensation. Condensation is when the water molecules kind of gather together. So here on the side of the Pepsi can, it's a cold Pepsi can that's been in the refrigerator. Well, now we have it out in the sun. That solar energy again is acting on that. So on the side of the can, you can see where the little water droplets have gathered. And again, that's from the air. That solar energy is just using that cool Pepsi that's inside of the can. So it's acting on the metal and it's forming those little droplets, and those are just from the air. Here we have an experiment with precipitation. Of course, precipitation is those water molecules that are coming down from the sky. Here in Florida, we get a lot of rain, especially during the summer. And up north, they get snow, they get sleet, they get hail. We occasionally get hail. Again, different forms of precipitation. Right now, we're going to check our rain gauge because we've had a lot of storms lately. And to do that, we just take this out and we're able to see how much rain has fallen. And again, that's our precipitation. And we see it's about at the 14 mark. And so basically this whole tube right here would mean an inch of rain has fallen. So we can safely say about a half an inch of rain fell last night. And that's what we see here in the tube. So here we're going to talk about our percolation part of the water cycle, where I'm going to pour some water onto the ground. We're going to see that kind of absorb and make its way down into the groundwater, and then also become part of the Floridian aquifer down even deeper. So here I'm pouring some water in. You're going to see it start to puddle, just like after a rainstorm. And then you're going to see that water percolate just right down into the ground. And then we won't even see it anymore. I hope you enjoyed taking a trip around the water cycle. Just remember, it doesn't always just go in a circular motion. It is all different aspects and phases of the water cycle, and they are independent of each other. You could stay in one part of the water cycle for years and years, those little drops of water. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Ginger. This is brought to you by Pinellas County Schools and Southwest Florida Water Management District. See you next time.